Hi dear students, once again I came before you through this video with a new concept in mathematics. Before going into details, do remember to share this video to your friends and classmates so that they enrich in mathematics to some extent. Okay children, let us go into details. Now in this video I am going to discuss about Venn diagrams. Now these Venn diagrams generally we use in sets to represent the sets. Let us see. Venn diagram is a way of representing the relationships between sets. The diagrams consist of rectangles and closed curves, usually circles. This type of representation was first used by John Venn, hence the name follows. In Venn diagram, circles drawn within rectangle shape. Rectangle shape represents universal set mu. So in previous video I have told you universal set is always represented by this symbol mu. Circles or oval shaped curves represents sets for which relationships shown. So in general it may be round shape or oval shape. Circles are drawn without touching if sets do not have common elements. Suppose if we take two sets, they do not have common elements, then the circles or ovals are drawn separately without touching. And circles are drawn intersecting one another when they have common elements. Now Venn diagrams to some basic concepts. Let us see. Now suppose 2 belongs to A and 3 does not belongs to A. So there is one element 2 existing in A and there is another element 3 that does not existing in A. Now how do you draw this Venn diagram? Let us see. We first draw the rectangle and the rectangle represents universal set mu. Now here we have one set only, that is A. So if we have one set, you draw one circle. Yes. So this is set A. Now this circle or this set has element 2. So you write the element 2 within the circle. Next, as 3 does not contain in A, so this should be written outside the circle, like this. So this is the way in which we represent the set in Venn diagram. Okay. So the elements which are existing in the set are written within the circle, and the elements that does not existing in the set are written outside the circle. So this is the basic concept you should remember. Now let us see the second case. Yes, B is equal to 2, 3. That is, B is the set containing the elements 2, 3 and C is the set containing the elements A, B. Now how do you draw Venn diagram to this situation? If you just observe these two sets B and C are the two sets having different elements, they don't have any common element, isn't it? So in this case, first you draw the universal set, that is rectangle. Next, for here B and C are the two sets, two different sets. Therefore, you draw the two circles which are not touching or intersecting one another, like this. Okay, so one circle is represented by B and another circle is represented by C. Now B contains 2, 3 elements and C contains A, B elements. So you represent 2, 3 in B and A, B in C. So that itself represents the second situation, two sets having different elements. Now let us see the other situation. P is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Q is equal to 4, 5, 6, 7. So here you have two sets P and Q having common elements 4, 5. So this is the third situation. So here two sets having common elements. Now how do you draw to this Venn diagram? So in general, first you should draw a rectangle for universal set. After that, as we have two sets P and Q, so two circles, but these two circles should intersect one another. This is the first circle and that is the second circle. Okay, so first circle represents the set P and the second circle represents set Q. Now first you write the common elements in the common space here. This is the common space. This space belongs to first circle and this space belongs to the second circle, isn't it? So this is a common place. So common place represents the common elements. So here you write 4, 5. After that, the area which is not common, there you write other elements. So in P we have 1, 2, 3. So you write there 1, 2, 3. And in Q we have 6, 7. Okay, so this is the third situation what we observe. Next one, fourth. Yes, here we have two sets. R is equal to 1, 2, 3 and S is equal to 2, 3. Here, then in this situation, S contains all the the elements which are existing, that all elements exist in R. So S is the smaller set and R is the bigger set. So here the element 1 existing that does not exist in S, isn't it? So in this situation we should draw the circles within one another. That means SR should be bigger circle and S should be smaller circle, and this is S circle should exist within R. Now see, this is rectangle universal set mu. Next it's the set R, and within that you draw the smaller circle that will represents S. Next, first you write elements existing inner circle, that is 2, 3. So this 2, 3 exists in S. Also we can have an idea that 2, 3 exists in R, isn't it? So what is the remaining element in R? It is 1. So you write that 1 in outside S. So that in this way we draw Venn diagrams to the sets which are having different situations or which are having different properties. That is, the sets which are not having common elements, sets having common elements, and one set is completely existing in the other set. That means it's a subset, we call it perfect subset. Okay, children. So I hope and enjoyed this video, and I hope some concepts are understood. Thank you, one and all.